Guys, this is literally my 161st video from the day I started this channel 4 years ago. I can't even believe it's been 4 years. And within those 4 years, I've modified this channel a few times. I've switched up my videos, and I've definitely niched on, which is not a very easy thing to do for people like me who are multi-passionate and who have many skills and experience under our belts. But one thing I've realized in this journey is how more effective I am to my fellow coaches, specifically those who share my same faith, and of course, those who are women like me. So if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while and you've been watching my videos, you've probably noticed that I have really changed my videos into something more targeted and specific for coachpreneurs. And you've probably noticed too that I've integrated my faith in many of those videos. And so if you're not subscribed yet to this channel and you belong to my target niche, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified of every video I post. For this video, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to put together 2 videos I've done in the past that talked about how to build a coaching business step by step, but I'm going to integrate new thoughts, new ideas, new approaches into those videos to make it more fresh and relevant today. So if you're ready to watch, here it is. The coaching business, more so the online coaching business, has skyrocketed since the pandemic. This has literally changed my game as a coach myself. And so if you're an aspiring coach, this video will help you skip the steps that I needed to take to reinvent my business. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name's Lisa Mackey, and I've been in the consulting coaching profession for over 25 years. And yet I had to relearn many things that I'm going to pass on to you today. So what you learn in this video is what I've learned from the distant and recent past and what I still continue to learn in the coaching business. Okay, before I give you the steps, I'm going to show you first the main categories of coaching, which have many subcategories within each one. So the main categories are life coaching, business coaching, health coaching, financial coaching, technical coaching, career coaching, and leadership executive coaching. I'm sure there are more, but these are the main categories as far as I can remember. Now let's go to the 5 steps on how to start a coaching business. Ready? Okay. Number 1, choose the category you're an expert in. Number 2, define your specific subcategory. Number 3, define your specific niche. Number 4, choose the type of coaching you want to do. And number 5, choose the marketing channel and tool to use. Now let me break these steps one by one. So the first one is choose the category you're an expert in. I don't think you'll even consider a coaching business if you don't love to coach, counsel, mentor, or teach others. So I'm assuming that you already have the skills for this. Now, what are you an expert in? What's your expertise? Is it life? Is it business? Is it health? Is it financial? What is it? Now, if you have more than one expertise or you have more than one category where you're an expert in, I still suggest that you choose just one category and just add the others later on, or you can incorporate it within one main category. This will help you dial in your efforts and even your audience. And this is where I went wrong. Because of my many years of consulting and coaching experience in different capacities, I started offering life, business, leadership, and career when I did my modified coaching business. It almost killed my business, and the algorithms, of course, couldn't figure out what I was really trying to do. If you're already big and famous, then it's not a problem. People can just Google your name and then they go to your website and then find your other services and they can choose whatever they want. But until then, you have to really be very specific on your category. So let's say you're a health and fitness coach and people are looking for a health and fitness coach, and that's what they're going to type, health and fitness coach. But if you're offering other services like life coaching, like business coaching, then they will not even find you because the algorithms will not be able to figure out what you're really trying to offer. And so they won't be presented in front of your audience. So choose one category that you'll specialize in. And then you can just add the others during your encounter with your clients. For instance, if you choose career coaching as your main category, and then your client eventually has a problem that he or she wants help with, like in his or her personal life, then you can be a life coach as well, other than your being a career coach. So you can combine both or vice versa. But focusing on just one category will help you be placed in front of those people who are looking for your services. But Lisa, what if I don't have an expertise? Well, I don't believe that. But if that's how you feel, what you can ask yourself is, what do people go to you for? When people go to you for advice, what do they normally ask for? What do they normally need from you? So that will point you to your expertise. So after choosing your main category, the next step is to choose your subcategory. Now, you can still use your main category specifically for your SEOs or search engine optimizations. This is what you'll use for your hashtags, for your website. So you need to use your main category because that's the easy thing that people know. Like if they're looking for specifics, they don't normally type that. If they want a life coach, they need help with their personal life, they're going to type life coach, not the specific. So you can still use your main category again for SEOs, but then you need to choose your subcategory. So your subcategory is to define your specialization. This will still be included in your SEO. Your subcategory is meant to show people what you specialize in. So you can use this as a tagline under your business name, or you can use it by itself. A subcategory of life coach is transformational coach. This defines further what you specialize in and what you can do for other people. So instead of just being a life coach, which is kind of broad, you now tell people, hey, I help transform you. So this now defines your service more specifically. But people don't really know about transformational coach, and it's too long to type. So they're still going to type life coach. And this is why you need your main category for your SEO and your subcategory to define your specialization. Now, this can be further dialed in that you can still use as a tagline or maybe as a business description. You can actually use transforming your abuse into a powerful voice. Now, the more streamlined and easy to understand it is, the greater your success will be. Once you've defined your specific subcategory, the next step is to define your specific niche. So I need to ask myself, who are the people drawn to me? Who's going to be interested in my offer? Who's looking for a business coach? And who are the people I would love to work with? What are their problems? And how am I solving their problems? So these are just a few questions you can ask yourself as well in identifying your specific niche. Now, let me tell you something. This is one of the most challenging things that I had to do in my business. And it's not easy really dialing in your niche. And you may not even get it the first time, second time, third time, and that's okay. Because you will really be able to identify who these people are once you step out and start doing your business. Because they are the ones who will be there supporting you and really wanting what you're offering. But even if it will kind of take a longer time, it's still good for you to specifically identify your niche at this point, even if it's not perfect. Because again, it's very important for the algorithms to figure out where to position your content. Wherever promotions you do online, the algorithms will bring it to the right people. So if you are able to identify them as early as now, even if it's not perfect, at least whatever you put out there will be shown to the right people. Now, if you want more tips on finding your niche, you may want to check out that video after watching this. So after finding your niche, or at least initially, the next step is to choose the type of coaching you want to do. You can coach in different ways. You can do in-person, virtual, or both. Or you can do one-on-one, group coaching, or both. In choosing the type of coaching you want to do, consider the following factors. What will be easier for you? What you'll be comfortable doing? What will bring in better results? What will be more profitable? And what your niche prefers. Let me explain each one briefly. Choose what's easier for you. Now, if virtual meeting is easier for you, go for it. If in-person meeting is easier for you, go for it. Well, in-person meeting was also my preference until the pandemic that shifted my business. Now I'm more comfortable doing virtual sessions. And speaking of comfortable, let's go to the next one. Do what you're comfortable doing. So in choosing the type of coaching, choose something that you'll be comfortable in. Like, are you more comfortable virtually or are you more comfortable in person? As I've said, I used to prefer in person until I shifted to virtual. But really, I'm comfortable in both. The next one is, what will bring in better results? I mean, for your clients, is it better for them to have one-on-one, more in-depth coaching? Or is it better for them to be around other people in a group coaching setting? Next one is, what will be more profitable? Now, there has to be a good balance between profitability and good results, because really one-on-one coaching is more in-depth, but how many clients can you really handle? Is that really profitable? Or is it more profitable to have group coaching instead? Then we have, what does your niche prefer? Now, if your niche does not want, or if they do not want virtual meetings because they're not comfortable with that, they're not accustomed to it, then by all means offer in-person meeting. Okay, let me integrate something about the group coaching that I didn't know back then when I did that video. So it's very ideal to start a group coaching model after you've already established your credibility and experience in doing one-on-one coaching, and more so after you've established a more solid audience base for your one-on-one coaching. The reason is, it's not easy setting up a group coaching model if first you have not established your credibility yet in the market. So even if you've been a coach for a long time, like 10 years or even more than 10 years, transitioning to the digital space is a totally different ballgame. And that's what happened to me. When I transitioned to the digital space, it's really like starting from square one. So if that's where you are, or if you're just starting a coaching business, focus on your one-on-one coaching sessions first. And then once you've reached a certain number of clients, well, the biggest indicator would be you don't have time anymore to handle your one-on-one clients. And so that's the time that you transition to a group coaching model. It's also easier to bring your one-on-one clients who have already experienced how good you are into a group coaching model. The fifth step in starting a coaching business is to choose a marketing channel and tool. Now, come to think of it, marketing is what pushes your business in front of your audience. And you need marketing to get sales, and you need sales, otherwise you don't have a business. Now, how your audience will find you will depend on what marketing channel and tool you're going to use. And how they're going to be attracted to you will depend on how good you are in utilizing those marketing channels and tools that you're going to use. So this is why it's very, very important in your coaching business. So I chose video as a marketing tool because this is the best way I can showcase my skills. And I used YouTube as my channel, which is where you're watching me right now, because I know that if I'm on YouTube, my videos can stay there forever. They're evergreen. Other than that, I love writing, which is why I enjoy writing my script. And then whatever I use for my content on my YouTube videos is also what I repurpose for other content on my social media platforms. Now, I wanted to do podcasts because some of my clients are still full-time or still have full-time jobs, and they prefer hearing my voice over watching a video while they're driving to work. And so I would have chosen podcast, but I needed to choose only one channel, one tool. Explore your options before choosing your channel and tool. Do your research and create pros and cons for whatever option you find. Don't try to be all over the place. That's what happened to me, and it almost killed my business, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I want to make a quick review of the steps I presented in part 1. Ready? Okay, number 1, choose the category you're an expert in. Number 2, define your specific subcategory. Number 3, define your specific niche. Number 4, choose the type of coaching you want to do. And number 5, choose the marketing channel and tool to use. So after following all these steps, you're now ready for the next 5. Number 1, create your offer. Number 2, get your marketing tools ready. Number 3, promote your offer. Number 4, establish relationships. And number 5, sell your program. So let's break these down. So number 1, create your offer. It's not enough for you to say that you're offering a coaching service. For starters, focus only on one coaching service. Now, you can present your service in different ways. You can do an online course, you can do one-on-one coaching, you can do group coaching, and you can make a membership program. You can do an online course with an option for one-on-one coaching. Now, this is really a good option that you can choose because it can run on its own eventually. Of course, you need to put in a lot of effort in creating your online course. As for group coaching, it's never been this easy. I've seen success stories of group coaching using Facebook or a webinar platform. This is actually a good way for you to be more profitable in business. And it's also a great way to keep engaged, be more engaged even with your students. It also allows your students to have more support from the group. As for one-on-one coaching, it is still very personal, and that's what I like about that. It's very personal, but you can still design a generic program that you can simply modify depending on the preferences, requirements, and needs of each customer. A membership program can be a combination of all, and this is the nice thing about the membership. Now you can also create tiers where you offer different packages for the members depending on the tier that they choose. So each offer has its pros and cons, so do all the research you can before making your final choice. What is more important really is what is it that you're really going to offer to your customers? So what is your program about? That again, let me remind you and interject this. Yes, group coaching can be very and even more profitable than one-on-one, but don't even think about it until you have established your credibility doing one-on-one coaching programs. Because what's going to happen if you have not built yourself up for the group coaching is you promote your group coaching program and only 2 people sign up. And now your price point is a lot lower, but the effort and the time that you're going to use to coach those people, those 2 people, would be the same as coaching them one-on-one. So in the end, it doesn't end up profitable. So start with the one-on-one coaching first before you jump into the group coaching model to make it more profitable. Okay, let's talk about membership. It's kind of similar to group coaching. Membership is nice to have because you can literally have a Facebook group with paid members, and all you need to do is go there once a day or even once a week and teach them something, or just put in resources that they can benefit from. And that membership can keep running on its own and you're guaranteed an income. So who doesn't want a membership? But before you can even build yourself up to a membership, you gotta establish yourself first in group coaching. So when you look at it as tiers, the first tier is one-on-one coaching, and then the second tier is group coaching, and then the third tier is a membership model. What is more important really is what is it that you're really going to offer to your customers? So what is your program about? That is the most important part. Like what I'm teaching you in this video is a small portion of a coaching program. So you also need to include your time frame, and coaching normally takes as short as, a coaching program normally takes as short as a week to as long as 12 months and even more. So the next step is for you to get your marketing tools ready. So if you watched the first part, which is why I'm telling you to go back to that before coming back here, if you have watched that, I'm assuming that you've already done this part, that you have chosen your marketing channel tool. And so granting that you choose YouTube as a channel and video as a tool, because that's the example I use and this is what I'm using. You're watching me here on YouTube right now. So granting that this is exactly what you're going to do. So what are the things that you need to prepare for? Well, first you need to prepare your equipment. You need a camera, you need a good lighting, you need a microphone. And now with the technology, it's easy actually to do that. Like with this one, I'm just using my phone. So you can use your phone, a good phone though, good phone with a good camera. And then you just use a microphone that you can attach to your phone, which is also what I'm using now. And then invest in really good lighting. Well, nothing beats natural light. So if you have a big window and you have really a sunny place, then that is really the best place for you to do videos. So don't complicate anything, especially when you're just starting. Just keep things simple, because the more complicated it gets, the more it's gonna discourage you. Besides, you're not gonna make your first few videos perfect. I mean, if you go back to my first few videos, you'll see the huge difference. Just do it. And of course, you need an editing software. And if you don't really know how to use an editing software, it's easy. If you want to learn it, it's really easy. But if you don't want to do that, you can outsource it. There are people offering it for cheap. Actually, you don't really have to spend much. But this is an investment for your business. If you need to buy something, look at it as an investment for your business, and you're really doing this for marketing purposes. And compared to advertising, a paid advertising, this is free. YouTube videos are free. The YouTube channel is free. So go set up your YouTube channel if this is what you plan to use for marketing. And you also need to set your business pages on social media, because if you're going to use YouTube, how do you promote YouTube? So you need other platforms so you can promote it. So set up your business pages, your personal profile, it's not enough. And if you were to ask me, the most effective platform for me, in my experience, for a social media platform for coaches is Facebook and Instagram. So whatever social media platforms you're going to use, just remain consistent with your brand. And so when you set up your YouTube channel, your brand should be there, and then it has to be consistent with the brand that you're going to use for your Facebook and also with your Instagram. I still believe in the importance of business cards, especially when you're meeting people. It's good to give them your card so they'll know where to refer to, and have a website where you can point them to. Your social media pages are not enough. So have a website, or at least a sales page, even if it's just one page where they can see more information about you and your business. Now, if you want to go check my website just for you to have an idea, go to 𝐿isaMackeyConsulting.com. The next step is to promote your program. So after setting up your business pages, then it's time to promote your offer. So let's say that you chose Facebook and Instagram. So you have both Facebook and Instagram platforms, which I recommend. And then you chose YouTube video as your marketing channel and video as a tool. And so now you have to plan. So this is something you really need to plan for. Nothing is just random when it comes to being a successful coach. So you need to plan for this. So let's say that you're doing YouTube videos, and just like me, I upload every Wednesday. So you have to be very consistent with this. If you can't stick to once a week, then at least stick to once a month. But you have to remain consistent. Your day should be the same, because it's not going to work for you. The algorithms are not going to see you. The consistency really creates success. So you need to plan for your videos. You just don't shoot it and put it on YouTube. So what I do is I write my script ahead of time. So since I'm uploading on a Wednesday, I have to make sure that it is already uploaded on a Monday. I always give myself some space and time so that when something happens unexpectedly, then I'm prepared for it. So since I'm uploading on a Monday, it means that I record the video ahead of time. I record like 2 to 3 videos at a time so that I always have spare. So you record the video, you upload the video, and of course the editing that we talked about earlier is there. And then you can now repurpose. This is why I'm suggesting that you write your script. I love being spontaneous. I don't really like using script, but I realize that when I write my script, now I can have something to use for my Facebook and for my Instagram, and they're all consistent, because now my content for the whole week is the same content that I have for my YouTube videos. You see what I'm saying? It just makes things more efficient. And so that's now what you can use for your social media platforms. And you can also use video clips for your social media platforms. I love using my video clips for Instagram Reels, actually, or for just random videos on Instagram. Now, let me interject something again about the frequency of your videos. I used to say you have to you have to do YouTube videos and publish them once a week. And that was my commitment back then. But then things got busier, which means that my business started flourishing in the digital space. And now I barely have time to make my videos. Even if there's somebody editing my videos for me, I still need to be the one creating those videos, right? And so now that I barely have time to do it, I'm glad I did all those videos while I still had the time. So the best time to make as many videos as you can is while you still have time, meaning you're building your business and you're still generating clients for your business. You're promoting, you're introducing yourself, and you're building your audience. So in those videos, I was recommending promoting your YouTube video on your social media platforms, right? Well, this is something I've learned. When using social media, your main objective should be to create attention and recall in the minds of your audience. Again, it's to catch their attention and establish a recall in their minds. You don't sell on social media. And it's not good to post links on social media, because what happens is, especially on Facebook, because you can't really post links on Instagram. If you want people to download something, if you want people to go to your website or whatever, you need to do that through a link in your bio. And so you have to say on your post, check link in my bio for access, or something like that. On Facebook, even if you're allowed to post links, again, Facebook is not going to work in your favor if you're posting links, specifically when they know it's a business. Even if it's a blog or even if it's a video, And that's what happened to me. I noticed that every time I posted a link, Facebook is not really showing it to people because Facebook wants you to pay for those things. So organically, it's not going to work if when I say organic, it's free, it's not going to work for you if you're just posting links. But there's a way around that. What you can do is say something about your video, for instance, and then say, I talked more about this in my recent video, in my recent YouTube video. Let me know in the comments below if you want access, or raise your hand if you want access to the video to make it more engaging. That way, whoever wants your video is already a warm prospect. So when it comes to social media, what you're promoting or what you should be promoting is something for free. Your video, your blog, your podcast, or you can also promote webinars, or you can also promote your email marketing. Anything for free is what you do on social media. If you want to promote something that you're selling, you're going to do that through a paid advertising. But even that, I don't really advise advertising for something that you're selling if you're a coach. Because if you notice, even the influencers, when you see their ads, they're talking about their free webinars. And the webinar now becomes the platform where you sell. Of course, there are other ways to promote your program or your offer, but I wouldn't advise you to pay for an advertising at this point because you're just starting. A great way actually of promoting your business, promoting your program is through networking, and that really establishes relationships, which brings me to the next step. Your online promotion is not just for promoting your business, but for building relationships. Think of it as building a tribe. You want to engage with your tribe. You want to engage with your people. So this is what building relationships is about. Establishing relationships starts with a mindset of giving more than receiving. So your mind shifts from this is my offer to what can I offer you? It creates greater value for your customers. You're not there to sell, but to serve. Instead of thinking you have to buy from me, you're now thinking, what can I do for you? This is what service orientation is about, and this is what builds relationships. This is a game changer, I promise you. So you should ask yourself, what value am I creating for others? What transformation am I creating in their lives? This is how you should promote your offer, which brings me to the next step, which is sell your program. Remember, people don't want to be sold anything, but they want to buy. They love to buy. Well, think of yourself. What is it that you want to buy? And what will make you buy it? Now, people also think the same way. Now, there are only two main buying motivations. It's pain or reward. People want to buy when they want to relieve a certain pain, and they want to buy when they want a certain reward. So think about the pain and the reward that you're addressing or your program is addressing. Ask yourself, what pain am I removing from people, and what reward is my offer giving to them? Use that in your sales pitch. Honestly, when you build relationships, selling comes naturally. In fact, I heard someone say that he oftentimes forgets that he's even selling anything because he's always meeting people and getting to know people. So this is what I'm talking about. When you're establishing relationships, it's really fun. And that's really what you're about. It's about getting to know people. It's about building the relationships. And then for all you know, you're making sales left and right. You're offering your coaching program without even trying. If you want more in-depth content, more exclusive advice, and behind-the-scenes stories, then join me in LMC Insider. This is a weekly newsletter that I send to insiders straight to their inbox. So if you want to be a part of this community, just type the link that you see on the screen, or you can head later to the video description. So to recap, including the steps I presented in the first video, here are now the steps in starting a coaching business. Number 1, choose the category you're an expert in. Number 2, define your specific subcategory. Number 3, define your specific niche. Number 4, choose the type of coaching you want to do. Number 5, choose the marketing channel and tool to use. Number 6, create your offer. Number 7, get your marketing tools ready. Number 8, promote your offer. Number 9, establish relationships. And number 10, sell your program. So I hope you got some fresh value from this refreshed video. And let me know in the comments below what resonated with you the most and what you can start doing in the next 5 days. Again, if you're not subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified of every video I post. I also have valuable resources you can download, so check the video description after watching this video. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again at the next one.